as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, it's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Gibson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it'll bring up third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He'll field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
To throw on second and 6. Allen going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They run with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, a run with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10.
On the play. It's now third and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Antonio Gibson.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got. Check back 27. Check back 27. Keep rolling. Half 85.
Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Marquez
Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The extra point.
And this one through the uprights and good.
It's the score, Bills 17, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
22.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Good.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
28-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Mike, 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll go underneath here to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Tua
now on first down. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 17-yard
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30.
Oh, that was sweet.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Dolphins 15.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
first down. It's Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
Allen's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Gibson, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Complete to Jared.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch it. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bills 30, Dolphins 15. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
58, come on.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. I got you, Pop.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Tua. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
5-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Logan. And he stopped immediately there. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a stick.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Come on, boy. Come on.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.